right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dow. You know, there's a bunch of situations that are going on in the world. It really truly are, especially with families. And too many times more often than not, when people actually come to this ministry, first of all, for a man, it's a shock because they realize that probably for the first time in their life, they have just heard a man speak. And people often talk about how I speak and the authority that I speak in. You know, in the Bible, it says that Jesus, he talked a whole lot different than the scribes and Pharisees because he spoke as one that had authority. That's the same way I speak. And let me tell all you men something out there. You follow me? You cannot have a Jezebel without an Ahab. And for a woman to think that she can rule, manipulate, and dominate, coerce, and use her neck to turn the head, which is the man, and then try to set up and keep the power that she once had once the man discovers who Christ is nonsensical. It's crazy. Myself, I cannot comprehend for the life of me why men want to emasculate themselves even more so because of a woman. I don't get it. Don't get me wrong. I love my wife. And I've been married to my wife a long, long time. But I don't love her more than Jesus. And that would never happen. She would never come before my God. Never. It won't happen. Not in this life, nor the life to come. And you know what? I teach her the same thing. You follow me as I follow Christ. When I stop following Christ, that's the day you say, no more, and kick the traces. I expect that. I expect that from her. And she expects it from me as well. And I'm going to do my role as a man, and she's going to do her role as a woman and a wife. That's all there's to it. And the love that a lot of these women are looking forward to today is the love of you doing everything that they think you ought to do. It's soft words and peddling and stuff, not crying, lying, and sparing, not correcting them, not instructing them, not rebuking them and reproving them, not exhorting them, not hugging them when they need it, not cherishing them. They don't want all that stuff. They want a world where the man does what he says. Period. Does what she says. That's what they want. And ain't, you know, I think about it today. Women outnumber man at least 3-to-1 in this world today. And I'm of this mindset. I don't know what it is about women that they think that their stuff is so good. I mean, because the truth is, all you really truly have to offer is stuff. And that's it. But there's plenty of stuff, and I'm keeping it clean, out there in this world. And you ain't unique, and you ain't special. And I know you ain't unique, you ain't special either. Then why you getting all mad and upset? Since we all realize that we're not unique. And we're not special. We all are born in sin, shaping in iniquity, and in sin did our mother conceive us. See, I don't have a high lofty opinion of myself, but I tell you one thing, there ain't no woman on this earth that ever's going to use the power of her stuff to manipulate, rule, control, or dominate me in any way, shape, fashion, or form. I don't need you. And that's the same way you men need to think. You need Christ more than you need a rebellious wife that won't obey you. We are the bride of Christ. The instructions in that book teaches us how to actually serve Yahshua, Jesus the Christ. It does. It teaches us to love him. And how do we do that? By keeping his commandments. And how's that done? By obeying him. You can't say that you love him and you don't keep his commandments, because the Bible says you are a liar and the truth ain't in it. The truth is not even in you. So vice versa. Why you say you love your husband, but you can't obey him? You are a liar. And the truth is not in you. You deceive, raunchy devil you. You see, there's a entity, a spiritual entity, a demonic force and power that is controlling these women. That's trying to tear down and manipulate and force a man into compliance with her dictates and mandates, which really, truly, that demonic spirit that is in her is the one that's trying to control you, man. And you need to learn the real truth of this war that's going on. The way I see things, my wife can pick and choose anytime she wants. I'm tired of this, I'm gone. I will say goodbye, good riddance, and so the hell on. Will it hurt? Sure it will. Doesn't be able to spend a long time with her, but I'll tell you, it won't hurt more than me losing my Yah. And you know what? There is another woman out here somewhere that will respect and honor a man like me, that will work and provide for her, to where she has to never worry about food in her mouth. She has to never worry about being kicked out on the street. She has never have to worry about a protection. She's never have to worry about a livelihood. She never has to worry about anything, because as a man, I'm taking care of my responsibilities. That's what a marriage is all about, taking care of the responsibility. And you know what? For every wicked, rebellious woman out there that don't want that, I promise you that there's a submissive, loving, kind, a woman of a meek and quiet spirit, a beautiful spirit, that will love to have a covering like me. But you know what? A wise woman builds her house, but a foolish woman, she'll pluck it down with her hands. And you know what? We love doing it too, because she's controlled by demonic forces and spirits. Men, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and be a man, and you're going to find out that the devil is a punk and a liar. And you have to be willing to suffer loss. It's amazing how Christ can suffer loss. It's amazing that we even got brethren in the ministry that the woman decided to take her and use the manipulation of the children and kick the traces, and they've been following Christ for over 20-something years. And you know what y'all did? The same way that he did with Vashti. He got rid of that wicked woman and replaced that woman with an Esther. And these men have ended up with Esthers rather than Vashtis. You better go read the Bible and understand that. But I tell you what, the pressure that these evil spirits put up with y'all, I'm telling you, y'all giving too much place to the devil. Man up and grab yourself by your own bootstraps. Take care of your responsibilities. And if your wife don't love you enough to obey her, tell her goodbye, good riddance, and so the hell on.